and welcome. Let me get this plug back in here. And we don't run low on juice. Today is Donna's birthday, so if you see her hop online, make sure you say happy birthday, Donna. I'm actually going to make a little breakfast here. And by little, I mean little bagel sandwiches. Picked up so many bagels at BJ's. And this is kind of cool. You know, I like the taste of the Thomas's bagels. And I did it. Welcome. Thanks for showing up here this morning. I like these little mini bagels. You know, when I'm hungry, I'll just grab a big bagel or something and eat it. But I'm saying to myself, instead of grabbing a big bagel, all that bread, I bought these little mini ones. But these are great to make little mini sandwiches, too. Thank you, Janet. She just stepped out of the room for a minute. She'll be back in a bit. I picked up this new Smithfield bacon at BJ's. This one is thick as what I usually get, but this is a natural cherrywood smoked. And we've been buying the regular stuff for so long, I figured, hey, try something different, right? Ooh, I can smell it too. Oh yeah. Very good. I'm not going to make a ton of bacon, but I will make enough. Hey, Carol. Thank you. She'll be back in the room momentarily. I can hear the alarm clock going off. It's not too loud. I don't think you guys can hear it, so you gals can hear it. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I want to get a 6? These pieces are actually pretty big. It's actually Donna's birthday, Carol. That's okay, though. Thank you very much. I got 6 pieces of bacon here. I've got some sausages. I'm going to tuck those up on the side. And let me wash my hands quick. Alright, well, let's get that in there. Got this nice and preheated so you don't have to wait. Or I have to wait less. Let's see. I don't ever remember how long it takes to cook. But these are, what I like about this new Smithfield bacon, it's still thick, it's a little bit more money, but I also like the fact it's got a Ziploc bag. How great is that? I don't know why manufacturers don't do that more. I mean, this is bacon, and you could go through this easily in one session, you know what I mean? So I'm surprised that more people don't do the Ziploc thing on frozen foods or refrigerated foods. Mr. Kraska, good morning. Thank you for joining. Just saying, I wish more people would put Ziploc bags. You know what else I'm amazed that hasn't caught on? I should go talk to manufacturers, is put times and temperatures for air fried food on your frozen, you know, your snacks and stuff. Because everybody looks, oh, can I air fry this? They look at the package, they see, oh, air fry for less time and less temperature, and get it quicker. You know, I would think you'd sell more product that way. I'm just shocked that they don't do that yet. I have containers for my bacon fish. Yeah, I just know that I have a Ziploc bag that I use all the time. I wonder if I should make some mini potatoes. Maybe she'd like that. That means I'll be pulling out the air fryer as well. Alright, I'm pulling this out as well. It's all going to be done in a weird order. When I first sharpened this knife, I should have cut it the long way, but I guess it doesn't matter. I cut them into little cubes when I first sharpened this knife, maybe 2 weeks ago, and I made them into little squares for the breakfast bowl. And I was let's see. My potato's big and I'm worried about chopping my digits off. I think I did that good. Alright, so now let's get this flat. Let's start cutting this down. Oh, somebody said something. Somebody actually do this cook time for convection. Yes, they do. I've seen that, but I think it would be to their benefit to say air fryer, because people are big into air fryers now, and you want to capture that audience. You know what I mean? I mean, what's the first thing people, when someone joins an air fryer group, the first words out of their mouth? What should I cook first? Can you cook this and this kind of thing? You know what I mean? I just figured, why not capitalize on something like that? Wow, this knife cuts awesome. I'm gonna start doing that. You know, sharpen this knife with the just a ceramic edge every time I use it. You know, or every other time I use it. Doesn't need to be every time. All right, let's get this cut. I could also do these in the Breville, but I feel like I'm gonna run behind here, but that's okay. Am I still in focus here? Yeah, okay. It does appear that way. All right. So here, give it a quick rinse. I'm not gonna soak it. Don't have the time. Is it your wife? It is my wife. My wife is Donna. In case I didn't make that clear. Apologies. I had moved the air fryer out of the way because I wasn't planning on using it, so I'm going to bump the camera up and out of the way for a second so I can get the air fryer out. And you know, I don't even know if I cleaned it after using it yesterday. I'll take a look. Clean enough, maybe. That happens sometimes. I'm more forgetful now about it because I'm just using everything, you know, and I'm always in a hurry. Okay. All right. Let's take a look here. So I don't have to wash my hands twice here. Just gonna put the salt and pepper on there now. And then I'll toss the oil in. And when my hands are dirty, I will use the olive oil. Trust me, it looks like a lot. It's not. I always say that, but well, maybe a lot for some people. Garlic powder. Bacon will be ready to turn in a couple of minutes. I gotta get myself, I have one up on the fridge, but it's got something else in it. One of those little containers you pour the oil in that's got like the little spout on it, like would for alcohol kind of thing. I think I put a little too much oil in there, but that's all right. This wasn't a well thought out meal. I just said, oh, make some breakfast. Yeah, the day before I had like a little something for breakfast and didn't eat again till like 6 o'clock. I was starving. All right, that's good. Okay. Put these in the air fryer. Come on. Don't want to get my hands dirty again. I don't have to. And one potato is, I think, perfect because it's a single layer and it's pretty quickly. 400. And we'll leave it at 15 for now. Okay, I gotta start heating this up. I'm gonna turn the stove on high. You never turn your stove on high for there. Not just, I was gonna silicone pans, coated pans. I'm just turning up high so it heats up quicker. Okay, I fell behind on messages here. 1 second. Yes, okay, I caught up. Again, thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. Now, bagels. You could make a bacon, egg, and cheese. You can make a sausage, egg, and cheese. You can make a bacon, egg, sausage, and cheese. But, you know, these little ones are great if you're going to make a big breakfast, you know, for a bunch of people. You make a bunch of little sandwiches. You can make some, you know, bacon and sausage ones or a mix. So that's what I'm going to do today. Or maybe you're indecisive and one day you don't feel like mixing your sausages and your bacon. Right? Am I right? So I'll make 2 baby sandwiches. See if they peel apart as easy as the big ones. A little bit. Nom 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 nom. There we go. All right. Next time. Let me get myself a fork to whisk this with. You know, I always do this so I don't have to keep washing my hands. I'm only going to put pepper in because it's enough salt in the bacon. Is when you put the pepper in or the salt in first and then crack the egg, it doesn't mix as well. It like gets stuck on the bottom because of that. So here we go. Debating whether I want to do a scrambled egg too. I guess it wouldn't matter. I don't want to eat that much egg. 1 egg is enough. All right. This is now heating up nice here. Let's take a look at the bacon. Bacon is ready to flip, so let's do that before we get this started. Pot over here. I smell so many smells right now. I'm trying to figure out where they're coming from. If it's partly bacon, partly sausage, or what. Or the potatoes that are now cooking would smell good on their own. You know, back before I started using Pam to make my eggs, I would use olive oil. Some people would use butter, but I always used extra virgin olive oil. I just like the taste a little bit better. But I started using Pam because it was easier, less messy, and cheaper, to be honest with you. All right. Get this back in there. Okay, it says 13 to 15 minutes, and I'm going to set the microwave timer for about 4 minutes, so that way I do not forget to put the mini bagels in. And now we got the egg coming up. Now this is going to be interesting with the egg because I should have used a bigger pan so I can make 2 smaller sets of eggs, but it is what it is. And of course, like a dodo, I forgot to put in the pan. Here I was just talking about it. Oh, no wonder it didn't heat up. It was still on simmer mode from when I made my sauce the other night on live. Oh, that's going to come back to bite me.
Usually it's all nice and warmed up right now. I had my 3D printer running all night, not for anything really useful. I was just making parts to make it work better. Grab some of it. I don't know if I showed this. This is so that the cable doesn't chafe. This is a fan duct that redirects the air. It also prevents things from falling in the fan. This is a wire spool holder. It keeps the spool from pulling straight down and jamming, and then some other little parts so you don't put things in wrong. So that's what I was doing. I'm using orange for all the parts to fix, not fix the printer, make it better. Okay. The egg. Yeah, see, even these non-stick pans, that's okay. You know what? I'm going to do it so it's more like a scrambled then. And it's just about done anyway. Alright. So I may have to do this a little differently because I only did one egg. That piece of cheese on there. Because I want this enough to be two, so I'll just kind of chop it in half and get that out of the way. That's done now. Alright, let's take a look. Those potatoes have been in there how long now? Right, we're gonna have to get another spatula here. Alright, get those back in. That's gonna go another 8 minutes. I'm gonna take a quick peek at the bacon. Going good. I am going to now put in the mini bagels, get those toasted a little. Put those on the lower shelf of the Breville. So I took the last couple of days off, yesterday and today. It was nice getting up later, but I also stayed up late to work on a few things. I really wanted to do some videos, but it's been so nasty outside. You go out for 5 minutes and then you feel like doing nothing for the rest of the day. And then we're supposed to have flood watches now, so it's been a pretty crappy week for humidity. I want to get that kitchen storage straws in. I haven't decided if I'll do a live or a edit, and then or a live and then edit the live later. But we'll see about that. If anybody doesn't know, it's under the kitchen sink. I bought a couple of stack cages that come out on more bearing slides. You can stack things, maybe get a little more room out of it. So that's what I'm working on as far as that goes. What's the weather here? It's going to be 80 anyway already now. Or it's on its way. And it's going to be flood watches, so I assume it's just going to be nasty, hot and humid. I'll take a 50-degree day any day of the week. Hey, that Maplewood bacon squirts a little bit more than everything else. See how my cheese is nicely melted. I'm going to cut it in half now for the bagel when I put it on. It's not going to be perfect the way it's going to work out. Get my bacon drip tray ready. It is next month. I am in August, baby. Me, I never wanted it for my birthday anymore. Just admitting you getting older, I think. Maybe we'll have a birthday contest. Whoever's birthday's closest to mine wins something. Of course, you have to prove when your birthday is. Now everybody knows mine is next month. I'm gonna turn off the Breville. Bacon looks like it's pretty much there. I'm just gonna let it sit. Actually, I might have to turn it back on for those bagels. Let me take this out. So, one thing I wasn't, I think I've mentioned in the past, or I have, you notice this piece is very cooked. That's because this thing needs to be spun. Oop. Let me turn the Breville back on. I'm going to spin this back in so that the other pieces get cooked. Let's take another look at those potato fries, or little potato cubes. These things are delicious. I transferred the frozen meatballs I made. Well, the fresh meatballs I made, I put them in the freezer, and then I transferred them to a Ziploc bag. Those are going to be awesome. I'll have that. I should do that every week. Make 5 pounds worth and just put them in the freezer because they'll keep well. That says 5 minutes. I don't think we need that much. I'm going to turn it down to 2 and let's see what it looks like. I need something to drink. Just emptied the dishwasher and already I've dirtied up half a dozen plates. I love these cardboard containers. I keep them and I fix them if I have to. They hold 12 cans of whatever. And put the sodas in there in the refrigerator. But I put some beers in there yesterday because I ran out of place and I just grabbed a beer instead of a soda. It's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? Yes, my caffeine for the day, or morning anyway. See what that bacon looks like. Yeah, that's looking better now. I think I am going to stop that. Or pull it out anyway. Gotta be careful because that bacon is going to drip everywhere. No, I like my bacon a little bit crisper than this. However, I don't want to keep you hanging. Bacon's done. See that right there? Well, that's a secret for now, honey. Carol, sorry. I don't know why I said that. Give me 1 second. Let me answer that. I don't know if I've ever shown this. I'm going to take this top portion off and stick it in the sink quickly. I want to show you something because I don't know if I've showed you before with this one. It's the amount of grease that goes in this thing. Now the bacon tray that I had that I am not using because I didn't care for it did more than this, but look at all that. I mean, granted, you usually patting your bacon dry anyway, but it's not sitting in that bacon fat. All right, let me get this out of the way. that. Let's see who's on. Here now. Mario. I'm old enough. Alright. Let's get the bagels out. Let's start to put together some sandwiches. Okay, you probably want to do this. You don't want to see an empty air fryer. Let me get this somewhat dried.
Can I just so I can finish getting
Yep. Donna's still in bacon. Say happy birthday now. Wave. Everybody said happy birthday to you. Wave underneath. Oh, that looked like the middle finger when you did. That was not the middle finger. It was just the way it looked. They still didn't see it, but yep, starving like Marvin. All right, so so my eggs have been sitting and getting a little more warm. So let's start this up. We're getting a little more cooked, I should say. So there is my 2 mini sandwiches. You know, I should have made 3. I should have made 1 with bacon, 1 with sausage, and 1 with bacon and sausage. Because why not? Okay. So let's get a piece of bacon on there. And if you're making these sandwiches for people, usually when I make a sandwich, I put 3 pieces. But you can get away with just doing 1 piece, right? Okay. Let's do 2 pieces of sausage here, as we can see. Then, pardon me for 1 minute while I wash my hands. And grab something. As always, I need to take a picture of this stuff. And let's scoot that over. Let's get some of these potatoes in there. These are the potatoes. I made some, like I said, from that breakfast bowl a couple of weeks, maybe a week or 2 ago. Donna liked those, so I figured I'd make some more. All right. Look at that in all its glory. I keep saying this every time I shoot something. I really gotta get my other lighting out. Okay, let's take a quick picture here. I think my camera fogged up. It started salivating over my breakfast sandwiches. Okay. So, I don't know what I should try first, the bacon or the sausage. I like them both, but I like the bacon more, but I want to do the sausage just so I have the bacon. But if I fill myself up with the sausage, I may not enjoy the bacon. Hopefully you can see that okay.
I just have a piece of sausage.
Thank you, Carol. Question of the day. What did you have for breakfast today? I got that bacon, egg, and cheese now there. Mini one. Like I said, if you have to make a bunch of these for like you having a gathering, you can just put 1 piece of bacon in there. You know, have some pre-made sandwiches, you know what I mean? That bacon's good. A little late. Now you can wave hello. We'll talk to anyone looking. I will. Thank you, Carol. I have to poke my finger first. Oh, I got you, Janet. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate you stopping by. Oh, and those potatoes. Let's see. Those are good. It's like another finger food. Yeah, it is. Thank you, Neil, on both counts. Have a wonderful day, Carol. Neil, I didn't see you comment earlier, so I don't know. Oh my God, Wingo, I apologize. Your text got lost in the scroll. If you're still on, thank you for joining. I don't remember if you've been on a previous chat. If you're still on, say hello, where you're from, because I always forget. Ooh, there's a little, a little bit of a pepper in that sausage there. Hey Neil, so thank you for joining. Take a sip here. Thank you again, Carol. Real show, what's up, brother? I was just doing some mini bagel sandwiches. Usually I buy the big bagels and I have them for breakfast, but what I really like about them, I just like the way they taste. So if I just want something quick, and a bagel's not the best thing to just eat like that, I would eat a big bagel. So I bought the smaller bagels for a couple of reasons. One, if my daughter, she sees a bagel, sometimes she wants one, I give her a small one. But instead of grabbing a whole bagel and eating it, kind of a waste of calories, I bought the small one so I can just grab it and eat it because they're the same ones. So I made little breakfast sandwiches. A bacon, egg and cheese, a sausage, egg and cheese. I should have made a third one so I could add a mini sausage, bacon, egg and cheese. And then I made these, cut up these little potato squares. Those are good. Carolyn didn't wish them again because they went off. There you go. Someone else said hello, but I missed it. We know. I haven't heard him say anything back, so he may have jumped off, or she. So last night I promised you, well, the night before I promised you to do a chicken parm last night, but I realized I forgot to take out the chicken cutlets, so I couldn't do that. So I put some to defrost because I freeze it up, packaged, and if it's ready, we'll do the chicken parm tonight. Later for Donna. Thank you, Janet. Later, Donna. Donna. Thank you, Real Show. What's on the grill for today? You grilling anything? It's too hot here to go outside for me. I love these little cubes. The smaller they are, the more flavor you can get them, because they're one extra side of flavor. Oh, stepped on my own shoelace. Hey, David D. Donna. Mini bagel, bacon, egg, and cheese, and sausage, egg, and cheese sandwiches. And I made little cut a potato into little squares, like I did for my breakfast bowl, if you saw that. Still have plenty left, but the little squares. Again, happy 21st again, right, David? I'll tell you, Rochelle, I think I made one too many lives because it's made me lazy in the sense that I don't want to do the editing. Not that I don't, I just don't have the time. So I am going to force myself to film a couple of things. I downloaded, I don't know if I mentioned it before, I downloaded all the lives I did, and I'm going to do a replay of them edited for the people who just want to see, you know, the main parts, the more interesting parts. With bacon, Janet, and cheese or sausage, or just butter. I'm not a cream cheese person, so. Yeah, I just, you know what? I haven't tried just a piece of bacon to see. This was the cherry maple wood or something like that. I don't think I bought this before, but I saw it at BJ's, so I bought it. I've eaten so many other things now, I don't taste the difference. Tastes like bacon. No difference. I like that it has its own Ziploc bag. But they glue the two bags together, so I try to break the thing apart, and then you're going to cut it down the middle. It's like, why? It's in a package. I get that, Janet. Along these, I couldn't taste it either. Need a little more caffeine. I'm being extra bad this morning. Bacon, egg, sausage, and cheese, and extra caffeine. I was up till close to 1 last night. I was printing out some parts. I'm getting used to my 3D printer. Some of the filaments, I bought all cheap filaments, but one brand in particular, Alpta, A-L-P-T-A. It's a horrible filament. I just can't get it to stick. It bubbles, it zits and blobs, as they call it. The other brand I bought was much better. Yeah, it cooked well. I just didn't taste that maple one. Well, I had breakfast this morning. Did you eat some potatoes?
No. You want to stay, please? I can have when I get back.
I'm not going to say so. Bye, Donna. Really enjoying these potatoes. Well, as always, this live was unexpected. It was like 10 o'clock, and I was like, I'm hungry. I said, what the hell? I'll share with you guys what I'm up to today, guys and gals. Neil. So it's not ink, it's a spool. I got the spool. It's feeding through right now. It's basically 1.75 millimeters thick, and I forget how many kilograms this is. Is it 2.2 kilograms? I don't know, but the spool's about yay big, and it's just basically an extrusion, plastic, and then it gets heated and pushed through an extrusion. So it's not ink, it's a PLA, it's plastic. You can do other things like ABS. You know, they all have their inherent problems, and it's not a high quality machine. It's just, let me see if I can't show you. If you can see the spool in reference to my hand. This I got on sale, I got them for $10. But you can expect to pay anywhere up to, let's say, $40 a roll, depending on the type of material and the quality. I don't think I could buy this manufacturer again. I'll have to buy the other brand, which was... Okay, the total pack is what I like. The total pack white worked great. The total pack in black worked almost as good. The orange was terrible. The green, I haven't used it enough. So I'm probably gonna print, I printed a dog in white, then black, then orange. Orange because Labradors are kind of orange-ish. I can actually, I'm learning to get the orange to work better. You just gotta extrude at a slower rate. So, white, black, and orange. And I'm gonna do a green one. Not because I need a green one, but because I wanna see how it works in comparison. So the white was pretty smooth. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good for, this was my first print, first thing I ever extruded. The black one is not bad, that's pretty good too. And then we got the orange one, which it's not great. You could see the blobbing and what they call, it's probably not coming in focus. You can get any color you want, pretty much. It depends how much you want to spend. You might be able to see the little zits on them, they call it. And the white and the black ones don't have it, so I just think it's an inferior filament. You know, I may be able to get it to work as good. Once you figure out how it works, you write down the settings on the box, and then when you buy more, you know. But it just, the white and the black, especially the white, it came out so much better. You know, it could be that, you know, some colors may work better than others. You know, you have the dyes, they may affect it, you know, I'm guessing. But, not bad. So I have fluorescent green. It's kind of like a fluorescent green. But the guy who if you're interested in 3D printers, Nerys, Nerys. He's a big guy on YouTube. Nice guy. He tests these for a living, it seems. And if you're curious about them, go check it out. If you want one that you could just plug it in and have it work, this isn't what you buy. This is like an awesome printer for the price, better than anything in its class for $180. However, if you want something you could just plug in and go, you're gonna spend $600. I did this because there's some projects I'm working on, and I'm working with CAD. I've been working with CAD since I was, what, 15, 16 years old, so 30-something years. But I've kind of laid off the CAD for a long time, and I want to get back into it, and there's some parts I'd like to make. Someone brought up on one of the chats, was it this morning or on one of the YouTube chats, I made this bracket for my truck. I have like a cubby change on the top of my dashboard, and there's a bracket someone sells like $40. I forget it. It's like Pro Clip USA or something, and it's nice, but it's expensive. So I printed this out. You know, it's not perfect, but that's all right. I'm printing one for me, and my brother has the same truck, or he has that same piece. See if he wants one. But you just take out the 2 screws that hold in the cubby. This sits right in. You gotta get a little bit longer screw, which I forgot to pick up when I was out yesterday. And you screw it down. Now you can sit your phone sideways. Let me see if it fits my phone. I never it It's hard because the thing, it just, yeah, it just fits my phone. My phone's kind of big. I got the Pixel. So it says Dodge and has the picture of the Ram. I wish it would have said Ram, but that's all right. So had I bought in that other bracket, it was 40, plus you need the neck for it and the attachment. I paid, well, I bought the printer, but I just printed that out and I didn't use it. I didn't use very little spool, or not a lot. So, you know, that saved me $40. Yeah, any color. A lot of people seem to use different colors, so I printed all the spare parts, the extras, to make the printer work better. In orange, and that seems, Neri did that, he did it in orange. I could have did it all black so it like blended in, but I can always reprint the parts. But it just gives a little highlight, so I printed a cable, it helps the cable not jam, a little draw for the parts, something so it wouldn't chafe, a cover for the bottom of the control box so it doesn't get shorted out accidentally if you grab it. You know, a couple of other doodads. So, I just called it ink as a general term because I didn't know what it was called. Yeah, it's, do you buy it locally? If you print dogs, you're gonna have to get a kennel. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, hey, real show. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I know your time is limited. Thank you. Neil. Yeah, okay. I just, you said ink, so yeah, so the filament, F-I-L-A-M-E-N-T, I believe. I'm horrible with spelling it there. I buy it on Amazon, and Nerys, N-E-R-Y-S, on YouTube. He will post when there's a sale. So I bought the ones he recommended. The total pack was great. These, not so much, but $10 is very cheap for the rolls. And it seems to do fine for smaller parts. It's when I do the bigger parts that I run into more problems, because the bed is perfectly flat. It has a dip and maybe a bend. But a lot of people will get glass cut, put it on top, because or mirror, because mirror, you're guaranteed it's almost going to be perfect. And then you don't get the problems where the height is different along there, which might cause the zitting or bubbling or any other problems that might be associated. Um, 144p or the resolution. I should be broadcasting at 720p. I would think 144p would look awful, unless it was a typo. Well, unless you're referring to something else, then that's a different story altogether. Let's see, how many people are on? We got 9 people on. So I bought 2 of these bad boys. And the cage is reversible, so if you see there's a smaller cage on the left, on top, excuse me, you can flip it so it's on the right. So I'm going to have one on each side of the sink, because the sink, you know, obviously has the bulge. And I'm hoping to be able to stack a little bit more under the sink. It's by a good brand, the rails, I buy their rails, they're quality rails. It's just, you get tired, you forget, you get lazy, you know, and then you don't end up putting it in. I put the one in under the, where I have all the pots and pans, because it used to be just the bottom shelf and then a shallow first shelf. And when you want to get out a pan, you gotta kneel on the floor like underneath. It's just so much nicer. Let me see if I can show you. There it is over there. Don't mind the recyclable bubbles. You just open this up, and it's got 2 nice slide-out drawers. Isn't that nicer than having to kneel down and get something? Now these can be expensive. They've been going on clearance at Lowe's lately too. I was gonna buy some just for the hell of it. But you know, you get it, you pull it out. The bottom one, same thing. And they have different styles. They have ones, I'll get this back up to my face. They have ones that they mount from the top and you pull it out, so if you have matching pots and pans, they hook on, so you pull it out and you just unhook your pot and your pan. They have ones where you use the top for the covers of your pots and pans and the bottom for the pots and pans. But that seemed to be a good compromise. They did a tip-out drawer here too. I gotta adjust, I didn't do such a hot job on that. This was wasted space. If you notice, it's not sitting flush, but you just tilt it out. and you can pull these out and clean them. These, I have an extra wide here, so, you know, you put the sponges in here, whatever. It even has something where a place to put your ring, so I guess if you're washing dishes, you could pop your ring there. But I gotta tighten up the side, because it's not closing completely. I did that a few years ago, I think. Okay, 720p. Yeah, even my brand new system's been kicking down, and I don't know why. The only part I did not swap out for my system was my video card, but I didn't swap. I doubt that has anything to do with it. It really shouldn't. It's a decent card for what it was, but I'm waiting for the prices of video cards to drop, you know, due to the whole Bitcoin people, you know, buying all the cards inside. I refuse to spend $300 for something for a video card. That's just ridiculous. The 100 and 250, 300 seems to be the minimum to get 3 monitors to drive nicely, and that's what I'm looking to do. I don't play games anymore. I used to love playing racing games. I had the Microsoft at the time, the force feedback racing wheel. That was awesome, except I didn't buy the USB version, so you can't use it anymore. You use the old style 15 port game port. Anybody who's a gamer may know what I'm referring to. I don't have time for games anymore. Got the family. What else? Let's see, I got in the fridge, I've got chicken breast defrosting. I have some wings that are now defrosted and some sausages. I'm thinking next sauce I make, I already made sauce, like I'm not gonna make it again for another couple of weeks probably, but I will make another sauce. I'll make it a meat sauce and meatballs, plus I'll probably boil up some sausages first just so they're partially cooked, and then cut them into some thin slices and have a sausage with meatballs and ground beef. And I might do that in the crock pot because, you know, let it sit for the day and really everything will absorb that taste really nicely. What else do I have going on? I tell you take a day off, you plan to do everything, you get so overwhelmed, and then you get nothing done. Isn't that the way? I gotta move that printer out of the kitchen. I put it there just for convenience sake while I was working on it so I could show things. But now I gotta get it in its final resting spot because it's taking up my butcher block here. And I still gotta do, I bought something that I can't even return now, my new Halloween edition for the form. And I gotta do a video on that. And that kind of stuff, Janja. Well, please look into making a meatloaf. Yes, I am. I have the meatloaf recipe. I just want to run it by my mother. She does it in a pan, usually a short clear glass in the oven. It's kind of cool. You can see everything bubbling up. I've made her meatloaf before, and it was nothing like hers. I don't know how she does it. Some people make a meatloaf, and it's, you know, they'll just put it directly in like a cookie sheet or whatever, and not in a bread pan or whatever like that. But to me, that's just weird. I don't know why. So I'll do it in a loaf. I'll make it as thin as possible so it cooks faster, and you know, I want it to crisp up on top and get cooked and everything. Okay. Any other questions before we close up for the day? Alright, let's look at the clock. I see I got some likes on there today. I appreciate that. You know, you get so many views and then people don't like it. I love food, but I'm very picky. So if you see me eating, it's a miracle. Or if you'll see me eating, but I'll be complaining. But anyway, once again, thank you. Again, this was an unexpected live, but it was Donna's birthday, and I was just making some breakfast for her. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. Hit the notification bell next to the subscribe so you know when I put out a new video, or you'll know when I'm going live, and you can come join the conversation. I appreciate it. Appreciate the feedback. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot. Have a great day, David, Janet, Real Show already left. Neil, thank you. Janet, David. Oh, going through. Mr. Krasker, I haven't seen you mention anything. Neil. Carol already left, I believe. And Lee Wingo. I didn't see you say anything after that, and I apologize. I missed your name because everything came flying through. Peace. Thank you.